Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sohum Reactions. Peace, love, and positivity to you. Today's request comes from Daniel, who's sending us further into the Marillion rabbit hole. Today, I'll be reacting to the entirety of their fourth studio album, Clutching at Straws, released in 1987, just 2 years after their record Misplaced Childhood, which, if you guys are new here, I've actually reacted to that full record. And using that context, besides like Fish and his solo work alone, it's an insane experience when you listen to Marillion. There is so much to his music, it's hard to call it music. It feels much more than that. Art is the easy word to use because it's not just about the musicality, the instrumentation, all the beautiful melody and the cool styles and genres. It's all of the meaning imbued in the music. I think that may be like the bulk of what draws me into Marillion's work. Not to mention the guitar work is just stellar, so there's a lot to look forward to today. I believe this record was released in 1987, so just 2 years after Misplaced Childhood, which, you know, gives enough time to, I feel like, develop a sort of new sound, if that's what Fish and Marillion are going to go for. But really, I'm just going to take this as it comes. Don't know what to expect other than a few little notes that I'll add in short order here. But once again, massive thank you to Daniel for the album request. So I think the way that we're going to do this one, it's a bit different than some of the other full album reactions I've given on the channel, because this is going to be a more audio experience. I will write out a lot of my notes. Of course, I'll still be speaking during the reaction, but I want to hear a lot of the production that's happening. And I've been doing this a lot recently for a few Dave Matthews reactions I've given, and U2 as well, that band. Worth checking out U2 if you haven't, by the way. So you'll see my thoughts in real time as I write them, and hopefully that'll be enough visual stimulation for you guys, but I'm excited to check all of this out. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Also, this blurb here, written from Daniel, so some context that I had going into this one. Thanks a million for the Marillion request, Daniel. I don't know why I joke.
Slug-like fingers trace the star-spangled clouds of cocaine on the mirror. The short straw 2 kids bow. The telltale talking of the last cigarette, marking time in the packet as the whiskey swells like discarded.
The drama, man.
I'm the only son of life, so take care of the man. Introducing characters to memory like our friends. Frantic as a cardiac, scratching out the lines. A fever of confession, a catalog of crime. And happy hour, decline happy hour.
Isn't that crazy for this comparison here?
Behind in happy hour, the pilgrimage to happy hour.
Blistering solo already. Proto Men so much. I love now that we're in the clearing again. These songs are often so dynamic. It's almost not worth thinking about Marillion tracks in terms of structure. I feel like it's all just this fluid movement. Wherever we want to take it emotionally, we do.
Shadows tugging at the corner of his eye, jostling for attention. When the sunlight flares through a curtain's tear, shuffling its beams as if in nervous anticipation of another day.
Oh, I was expecting a huge rock chorus there. Drop it out.
On promenades,
Ah,
drunks propose to lonely arcade mannequins with ceremonies pause at the jeweler's shop display, feigning casual silence in strange romantic interludes till they commit themselves to the muted journey home. And the pool player rests on another cue. Last night's hero picking up his juice. A honeymoon gambled on a ricochet. She's staring at the brushes.
such a
of the
great
holidays,
voice.
chalking up a name in your hometown.
You hear that
Standing
atmosphere?
all your mates
It's
to
misty,
look
right?
around.
And I think it's coming from voices.
Laughing at the world till the barman wipes away the warm wet circle. Saw teenage girls like gaudy moths, a classroom shabby bird.
You know, I couldn't tell you if there's been a song change or not, by the way. That's how fluid all of this is.
Planning white lace weddings from smeared hearts and token proclamations. Rolled from stolen lipsticks across the razored webs of glass. Sharing cigarettes with experience, with a
Oh, I
giggle
love his
jealous
lyricism.
confidence. She faithfully traces his name with quick bitterness.
As soon as he said confidants, I thought of Renaissance,
Tears of condensation,
another phenomenal group.
cry through the night as the glancing headlights of the last bus kiss adolescence goodbye.
Oh,
In a
cool
warm
shift.
red circle,
Like, listen to that shift again.
kiss adolescence goodbye.
It's like a different song
In a warm red
instantly.
circle,
Kind of reminds me of the dynamicism you'd hear and expect in a Queen album. I've reacted to Queen 1, Queen 2. Those are just overwhelming experiences, but a lot of what draws you in is the quickness of these transitions. What I can appreciate about Marillion is the sort of patience that's shown with that development in mind. I do get overwhelmed when I listen to Marillion, but it's for a different set of reasons, because there's a lot of, like, with each bite of a Marillion song, there's a lot of density, you know? It feels like, for me, like, as an example, if I have a bite of Black Forest Cake, I think that's, or Chocolate Forest Cake, one of those names, one bite will do it for me. Like, I am good after that. And that's the thing with Marillion, like, I have that same feeling where I'm like, okay, I have one song, I bite down into it, I love the full experience, but I actually don't tire the same way I do with the with the cake. So it's not a perfect analogy here. My point being, it's easier for me to sort of register all of the tastes in a bite of a Marillion song than sometimes it is for the full comparison to Queen, because they are very fast paced with their development. which, you know, can sometimes introduce like whiplash into my mind. With Marillion, I feel like, okay, I'm riding this wave. I don't know where the wave's going necessarily, but I'm always there. The bus is turning and I'm never like thrust out of my seat.
In a warm wet circle, like a mother's kiss on your first broken heart. A warm wet circle, like a bullet hole in Central Park. A warm wet circle, and I'll always surrender to the warm wet circles.
Oh.
She nervously undressed in the dancing beams of the cathedral lighthouse, giving it all away before it's too late. She let her lovers talk in a warm wet circle, giving it all away, showing no
Listen to that bass line.
She'll take your mother's kiss on her first broken heart. A warm wet circle. She'll realize that she played her part in a warm wet circle.
Oh, that shift in melody. In Marillion, they don't shy away from like changing up the chords. And it's hard to make so those transitions sound as smooth as they do. I've been trying to like write my own songs like that. No chance, it's so difficult. These atmospheres, I routinely think of Rush. I don't know why they're the first band that come to my mind. Maybe a Porcupine Tree in there as well.
It was wedding ring.
But I would say more Rush. Oh my god, now I'm reminded of oh, what is his name? The guy who plays guitar for The Bluest Blues, that song. Alan something. And the chills are running up through my body. To listen to the production, I love the levels of the guitar and everything else around. The emergent strings, there's just this like fogginess that's permeating the mix. My guitar poisoned brain wants to just solo over this section forever. It is a perfect backing track. And then a shift. I think another like 30 seconds to 60 seconds of that solo, tears were gonna be streaming down my face. Wow, I love how fresh this melody sounds.
At that time of the night,
I love the pattern in this melody. I was thinking it was just purely ascending, but there's actually a variation in the pattern. Wow. It's up, then it's down, then it's up, then it's up, then down. It's more nuanced than just a repeated pattern.
when street lights through crosses, through window frames, paranoia roams where the shadows reign.
trying to wrap my head around this melody because we keep shifting, and my question is, are we actually shifting between two different scales, or are we in the same scale but somehow the feel changes? The feel is changing regardless. That's like the status quo across both of those conditions I present. I would need to play it out to figure out what's happening there.
At that time of the night, when questions rally in an open mind, summon all your answers with a nice cute chime.
Maybe A minor? I don't know.
That time of the night. At that time of the night, pretend you're off the hook.
Da, da, da. That's how it goes, right? Oh, I was not looking at the camera there. That's how it goes. So there is a half note increase from what I presumed earlier to be the A minor scale, and then we kind of sharp the third scale degree. Da, 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 da. So listen to that again. I'll try to figure it out too.
When questions rally in an open mind, summon all your answers with a nice cute chime. Oh, at that time of the night. At that time of the night, pretend you're off the
It's a scale change. I think A sharp minor to A
Your
minor.
confidence wounded in a free fire zone. Oh, at that time of the night. So if you ask me, where do I go from here? My next destination, even isn't really that clear. So if you join me and get on your knees and pray, I'll show you salvation. We'll take the alternative way. Clutching the short straw. If I had enough money, I'd buy a rifle, I'd throw you over there. A companion in the madness, in the middle, the one with the silvery hair. And if some counsel, you please pick up my tab. And while we're at it, if they could pick up my broken arm. One red circle. One red circle. One red circle.
What? What is that? It's vocals, but it's super watery and washed out. That gives me chills. So far, this record is delivering. This is the first moment I'm noticing like a distinct separation between, or from song to song.
Talk to myself even when there's nobody else. I'm just checking out that I'm not gone under the water. Thrown on the beach like a seal ready for slaughter.
Fun fact, this album came out 10 years and 1 month exactly before my birthday.
Can't you understand that the way things were planned, it never worked out, so it just went crazy. to the drink like some fool says it's made. I ain't got no excuse, and that's really the news. Got nothing else to say. That
No
it's
excuse.
my way. It's always my way. Seem to be running away so often. I'll try anything once, and that's the way we should be. But it's always the same, then I'm caught up again in a habit that I just can't shake off. The way it always turned out. Can you understand? It's the way I choose to be. Everything seems so easy this way, but I'm going under, fast, slipping away. Am I so crazy?
That was a very, very atmospheric track. It felt like almost like a sort of field disconnect from what we had before. Like I mentioned, there was like a stark transition into that song and even out of it. So that was almost like a lateral move we made in this record. Okay, we're back to what I was more familiar with before.
But when it gets right down to it, it's the same drunken head. I'm serving a sentence to write life sentences. It's only when I'm out of it I make sense of it. But just for the record, I'm gonna put it down, 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 down.
1, 2,
Just for
3,
the
4,
record,
5, 6, 7.
I'm gonna change my life.
Changed. You have to count the earlier section in 7.
It's only
4,
when I'm
5,
out
6,
of it
7.
I
1, 2,
make
3,
sense
4,
of it.
5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mixed meter.
Just for the record, I'm gonna change my life around. Just a revolutionary with a pseudonym.
1, 2,
Just a
3,
borrowed
4.
answer on my final fling. Just another writer paying off my dues. Just finding inspiration, well, that's my excuse. Just for the record, I'm gonna put it
It's
down.
very creative.
Just for the record, I wanna change my life around. Just another empty gesture with an empty glass. Just a comic actor behind a tragic mask. But I got no discipline, got no self-control. Just a little less painful here where my back's against the wall.
Oh, those synths, dude. I think of Rush immediately. It's such a cool set of bands that I'm reminded of when I hear Marillion. Like, again, Dream Theater, Jordan Rudess would play something like this. find all of these different sections here, but this is probably my favorite part of the album so far. I love this. Oh, the clearing. Now I'm thinking of Matheny.
Would you say I got a problem that's a certainty? But I can put it all down to eccentricity. It's just for the record, it's just the passive phase. Just for the record, I can stop any day.
Oh, I'm trying to write down all the bands and artists that I'm reminded of as I've been listening to this. The Proto Men. There's a few others that I'm now forgetting. Just know that I've picked up on all of it. There's so much to this so far, but I love the soundscape that's being built. Like, I really feel like even in this moment right now, you hear the wind. I'm like in the environment. Dream Theater I mentioned. That's another melody where the scale changes within the notes. Actually, that's all in C minor. Oh, no. It's not all in C minor. Boo. That's like the James Bond. I gotta move my tissue box. That's like the James Bond kind of note. So if you hear these chords here, that third note, the third note, that's like a sixth chord, I believe it's called. That third note, that sixth sharp, the sharp six here, I guess natural six, that's what's different about this melody. It's not just in C minor, because we go to that natural six. Feel changing now.
The bodies of the synagogues, Uzis on a street corner. You can't take a photograph of Uzis on a street corner.
It's still the undercurrent, that's six.
Today, they wouldn't let 'em have his say. Surface scratched where the needles play. Uzis on a street corner.
soundscape.
I close my mind, I shut it out, but you know it's getting harder. To calm down, to reason out, to come to terms with what it's all about. can't sleep at night. I can't pretend everything's alright. My ideals, my sanity, it seems that they're deserting me. They're standing up and fight. I know we are 6 million reasons. They're burning down the synagogues. Uzis on a street corner. The heralds of the Holocaust. Uzis on a street corner. The sirens never louder than now. How quickly we forgot our vows. This resurrection we can't allow. Uzis on a street corner. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from? We buy fresh bagels from the corner store. We swatch the cools of splat from aerosols. We sit in the bar, sipping Irish, white Russian, trying to score, but nobody's pushing. And everyone looks at everyone's faces, searching for signs and praying for traces of a conscience in resonance. Are we sitting on a barbed wire fence? Racing the clouds
Oh my god, I think
racing the clouds.
I had like a mini like heart blip right there. I felt that
We
like
place our
wrench me.
faith in human rights, and the paper walls to the red tape tight. I know that I would rather be out of this conspiracy in the gulags and internment camps, frozen faces and nameless rats. I know that they would rather be standing here beside me, racing the clouds home, racing the clouds home. You can shut your eyes, you can hide it away. It's gonna come back another day. Racing the clouds home. Are we racing the clouds home? Racing the clouds
Feels like the mobile is like flying above me. I'm in my crib right now. Reminds me of a NF song. If you guys know NF, he's a rapper. That was so beautiful, dude. I love the peak of this track in particular. I will have to go back at some point to this record and like make sure I know which peaks exist in which songs, but I really like just continuously listening from start to finish. Let me know if this is an approach that you guys vibe with, because I feel like it gives this album more of a, like I said, fluid feel. Oh, the feel is crazy here. I'm trying to count this out. Oh, it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That's crazy. I'm getting Bruce Springsteen energy now. I was wondering, like, what does that feel? I'm gonna go back to my list here.
But I don't wanna be the
What?
back agent of you. I don't want laundry anonymity. I want my handprints in the concrete on Sunset Boulevard. I tunnel into the summit, you'll see. Incommunicado. 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 Incommunicado.
It's like a blending of Rush and Bruce Springsteen here. It's weird. There's an undeniable bounce in this. My leg is just going, tip-tapping.
Sometimes it seems like I've been here before. When I hear your opportunity kicking in my door. Call it synchronicity, call it déjà vu. I just put my faith in destiny. It's the way that I choose. But I don't wanna be
Oh, what now? What now?
to the bumper of a wedding limousine. Currently residing in the wearing outfit. Took me in the cavalry scene.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
American Express cards, talk shows and primetime TV.
It is wild trying to figure all this out, dude.
And that's where you're gonna find me. Incommunicado. Incommunicado. Incommunicado.
Incommunicado. Oh, incommunicado. Yeah, you hear that syncopation again in the hi-hat? It's probably the fastest tempo song thus far.
Sometimes it seems like I've been here before. When I hear your opportunity kicking in my door. Call it synchronicity, call it déjà vu.
Synchronicity, deja
I
vu.
just put my faith in destiny. It's the way that I choose.
Wow.
Incommunicado. Incommunicado.
It's a whimsical nature of the track.
Incommunicado. It's the only way. Incommunicado. Incommunicado. Incommunicado.
Oh, fading out of Incommunicado. So then what's next? I believe in the set list would be Torch Song. Yeah, that feels like a definite like checkpoint in the album. There's a vibe shift potentially on the horizon here because that was so upbeat. Oh, that is a left turn. Why did they call it left turn and not right turn? Is it because like the majority of us are righties? Oh, this is a textural one.
Read some Kerouac and it put me on the tracks to burn a little brighter now. Something about Roman candles fizzing out, shine a little light on me now. Find a strange fascination with a liquid fixation. Alcohol can thrill me now. It's getting late in the game to show any pride or shame. Burn a little brighter now. Burn a little brighter
This is actually a lot simpler than the textures would imply. I think the chord progression is actually pretty basic.
Pool and 17 with experience and dreams, sweating out a happy hour.
Wow, I love the lyrics. I think that's where the focus needs to go.
To burn a little brighter now.
Yeah. And I like the choice of the name Torch for this song. Burn a little brighter. Be more of yourself, you know? Don't dumb down your own flame. The inner version of you, which is you, sometimes gets dampened by the facade we put on. Oh, I love the bubbling there. What was that?
My advice is, if you maintain this lifestyle, you won't reach 30.
Wow.
Christ. It's so romantic way to go, really.
Wait, what?
It's part of the heritage.
I could hear that again.
It's so romantic way to go, really.
In a sort of romantic way, I don't really, implying that he doesn't want to reach 30.
My advice is, if you maintain this lifestyle, you won't reach 30.
Because as people romanticize the pain, right? So it becomes your friend.
It's so romantic way to go, really. It's part of the heritage.
I shouldn't have done away with the tissue one.
We burn a little brighter now. Yeah. Rest some care away, can it put me on the tracks to burn a little brighter now? It was something about Roman candles fizzing out. Shine a little light on me now. Find a strange fascination with a liquid fixation. Alcohol, thrill me now.
Just a small note about the vocal performance here, but you can hear the way that he's sort of throwing his voice out when he gets to the higher range, almost emulating what the fizzling out of the Roman candle would sound like. And then it disappears.
Alcohol, thrill me now. Getting late in the game to show any pride or shame. Burn a little brighter now. We burn a little brighter now. Yeah. Burn a little brighter now. We burn a little brighter.
In terms of like instrumentation, this is like a very Dave Matthews-y kind of a sound.
Held over a candle in Ansfield bravado.
Love the bass there.
Trail scars a moist stretched heart. slange na ball. Princes in exile raising the standard Drambu. Reading their anecdotes tired from old campaigns.
I think Fish could be a voice actor.
Holding their own last orders commanding attention. And we sit here and listen to all of the stories so far. This is the story so far.
Oops, sorry about that.
Take it away. Take it away. Take it away. Take me 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 away.
That was so classic rock fuel.
From the dreams on the barbline and Flanders and Belstead Glen. From the Clydeside and Ross and the tears of its broken men. From the realization that all we've been left behind is to stand like our brothers before us in the firing line. Waiting on the whistle to blow. We stand here waiting,
We'll switch up in the drums there.
waiting on the whistle to blow. We stand here waiting on the whistle to blow. They promised us miracles, and the whistle still blows. Broken promises, but the whistle still blows.
I love the drumming in this. It's hard for me to comment intelligently about the drums as much as I'd like to, but I feel like in this record I would want more of those like unique fills that I've been hearing every so often. Because the time signatures have been fun to like dissect and kind of wrap my brain around, but I want to hear more like free reign given to the drums. We'll see. Because I think so far like the record, very guitar driven, very vocally driven.
On the TV on a Sunday in Milwaukee in the rain, trying to piece together conversations, trying to find out where to lay the blame. But when it comes right down to it, there's no use trying to pretend. For when it gets right down to it, there's no one here that's left to blame. Blame it on me. You can blame it on me. We're just sugar mice in the rain. I heard Sinatra
He said Sugar Mice.
calling me down through the floors,
I believe this is the penultimate track in the record.
where you pay a quarter for a partnership in rhyme. To the jukebox, crying in the corner, while the waitress is counting out the time. For when it gets right down to it, there's no use trying to pretend. For when it gets right down to it, there's no one really left to blame. Blame it on me. Oh, you can blame it on me. We're just sugar mice in the rain.
I knew that was happening. As soon as he got up there, I felt that hit coming. And you know what? I don't need to be surprised. I just need the awesome energy flowing through the guitar. Holy moly. The mixing of the drums and bass here are perfect with the guitar. What an atmosphere.
'Cause I know what I feel, know what I want, I know what I am. Daddy took the range.
Oh my god, I don't mean to interrupt the flow here, but you know what I just realized, and I have to show the the YouTube here. One moment. If you look at the album cover, which I know there are variations of this cover, but you see here after Sugar Mice, there's the last straw, the final track on the record, and then Happy Ending, which I believe in the actual set list on Spotify it shows last straw / happy ending, but you can see here the happy ending is left empty. There's no 12 there. I just that hits. I don't know what about it hits so hard, but that being sort of unchecked. Wow, dude, it's not only artistry in the music, it's also in the visuals, man. And great albums are going to have that added, like, almost Easter egg, you may say. Because, like, a lot of the analysis that I'll do on this channel has to do with the actual musicality, because that's just what I'm most knowledgeable in. But I do, on occasion, like talking about the visuals. And, dude, that is just something I couldn't not share with you guys. Let's keep going.
'Cause I know what I want, know what I feel, I know what I need. Daddy took the ranges. Your daddy took the ranges. Ain't no one in here that's left to blame but me. Blame it on me. Blame it on me. Well, the toughest thing that I ever did was talk to the kids on the phone. When I heard them asking questions and knew that you were all alone. Can't you understand that the government left me out of work? I just couldn't stand the looks on the faces saying what a jerk. So if you want my address, it's number 1 at the end of the bar, where I sit with the broken angels, clutching at straws and nursing our scars. Blame it on me.
They say nursing the scotch.
Blame it on me.
Wow, dude.
Sugar mice in the rain.
Sugar mice. I need to look up what sugar mice refers to.
Your daddy took a rain check.
So sugar mice, according to Google here, are traditional British confectionery. I don't even know what that is. Made from fondant and sugar and flavored with fruit essences, shaped like tiny mice with pointed ears and long string or licorice tails. They are a nostalgic festive treat often tucked into children's Christmas stockings. I know for a fact if I told my girlfriend about this, she would freak out because she is absolutely terrified of rats. Mice are a bit cuter for her, but really, if she doesn't know that it's a mouse, she'll assume it's a rat and be scared all the same. Sugar mice. I've never heard of these before. This is a very British thing. Let me, I guess, share what I'm looking at here. One moment. Wish I could do this on the fly faster. This is what I'm seeing. Sugar mice. They kind of remind me of, I guess, a mouse version of Peeps. Those you'll see usually sold around Easter time in the US. The Chubby Bunny Challenge, if you know that one. God, this album is phenomenal. I think this is going to be the last track of the record. The last straw. And an unchecked happy ending.
Hotel hobbies, padding dawns, auto corridors. A typewriter cackles out a stream of memories. Trying out a conscience, evicting a nightmare. Opening the doors for the dreams to come home. We live our lives in private shells.
Oh, that's cool.
Ignore our senses and fool ourselves to thinking that out there there's someone else cares, someone to answer all our prayers, all our prayers. Are we too far gone? Are we so irresponsible? Have we lost our balls? Or do we just not care? We're terminal cases that keep taking medicine, pretending the end isn't quite that near. We make futile gestures, act through the cameras with our made-up faces and our PR smiles. And when the angel comes down to deliver us, we'll find out after all we're only men of straw.
We're men of straw? Is that the lyric there? Where we find out we're only men of straw?
Deliver us, we'll find out after all we're only men of straw.
Wow, I like that.
But everything is still the same.
Men of straw, straw men, last straw.
And passing the blame. We carry on in the same old way. We'll find out we left it too late one day to say what we meant to say.
That electric guitar is distant. But I feel like it's meandering, making its way towards us.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back to the water, those problems seem to arise, the ones you never really thought of. The feeling you get is similar to something like drowning.
comes down again. Oh, how dynamic.
We're clutching at straws. Still drowning.
Oh,
We're clutching at straws. I'm still drowning.
I'll still drown.
We're clutching at straws. I'm still drowning. We're clutching at straws. 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 I'm still drowning. Clutching at straws. I'm still drowning. We're clutching at straws. We're still drowning. Clutching at straws.
Wow. Oh, chills. Oh, it's fading out here. Who is that vocalist? Out of nowhere, we get an additional vocalist. I gotta look that up. Laughter to round us off. Who was the vocalist on the Last Straw Marillion? Oh god, what a record. The vocalist on the song Last Straw was Fish. No, but who was the additional vocalist? Steve Rothery? Am I getting this right? It's not clear. If you happen to know the answer, please let me know. But I gotta talk about this album. What a journey that was. I'm a big fan of Fish. I don't know if you guys can tell, but listening to songs like this, well, albums like this where the songs themselves individually don't matter, it's such a lovely experience. And with this like reaction journey that I've been on, I have been consuming music in all of the different possible ways, and I've also tried to, over the months and years, continually challenge the ways in which I currently listen to music and how I analyze and how I interpret what comes my way. And I feel like approaching albums in this like this streamlined way where we don't necessarily pin the album to a collection of songs, but rather a continual stream of music, may be a better way to go about it. But I also give the caveat that it may only work for concept albums of this kind where many of the tracks actually perfectly flow together, because there's been a handful of records on the channel we've reacted to where you can feel the distinct cuts between every song, and it almost makes more sense to kind of analyze it track by track. But regardless, all of these songs were threaded together beautifully to craft this story. And kind of what I was getting at towards the end of my textual commentary is the journey that Torch has been through, all the highs and lows of I think it was the failed marriage, all the self-doubt, not internalizing all of these negative things, but then relapsing and falling further into addiction, only to at the end sort of see the hope, the light at the end of the tunnel. Regardless of how long we expect or know that tunnel to be, there is still that hope, and that really is the human aspect to all of it. No matter how many times we fall down, if we believe, the core belief being that there's still some hope for us, we can make improvements in our life and put things at least towards the wayside, then there is a path forward. And the clutching at straws for that happy ending ends up being the sort of fight of our life, but one that we know is worth fighting. And weirdly enough, we think of like a fight as needing to like either win or lose, but there's no win or losing. It's more of the win comes in the continuation, really. It's the willingness to engage with all of what we're dealt to. I don't know. Whatever card we're given. No. What is the expression? The hand you're dealt, right? Whatever hand you're dealt, think of like poker. That's what we have to play, and we can play the board. We don't necessarily have to keep what we're given. Now, sometimes like, okay, let's say other people, if you're going to do the whole comparison thing, they may have it better. They may have aces pre-flop, but that doesn't mean you can't hit your flush or straight flush or whatever two pair you have. Like, I think the worst hand in poker is 2-7 offsuit. You can still hit a full house. You can still hit quads. Anyways, back to Marillion. This is such a fun listen. I felt like a lot of the time I was experiencing this record, melodically, I was taking in more of the, as I was mentioning, the electric guitar, the vocals, and I think the bass were the top three for me. Weirdly enough, I didn't feel the presence of the drums as much as I may would have liked to. That's maybe more of a personal preference thing, but there was a moment in the text writing where I said like there wouldn't be a single change I would make to the mixing of the record. I still stand by that statement, but the caveat I'll give is I wish there was more of a creative presence from the drums, because I feel like the songs that we heard in this record that allowed the drums to kind of fly freer hit more from a dynamic perspective for me. But even in the other tracks where the drums weren't as pronounced of a role, generally the time signature became a focus for us, and the unique melody played to the time signature, whether it was 7/8, 5/4, I think we had some 6/8 in there too. That was the kind of thing to hang my hat on. And to me, this record was jointly a emotional and logical experience. Though I think if you asked me the question, like, which of the two records did you prefer from Marillion, I think I would give it to Misplaced Childhood. I think in that record, there were a lot more melodic high points for me, and I think I also had more of an emotional response to the material. But you know, it's hard to like kind of compare them, because they also do fit a sort of, they also play a different role, I feel like, in the overall life story that's being presented from these different records. I feel like for me, because I don't really face obvious issues with like addiction, I don't relate to this record as personally. I can relate to the ideas of like hopelessness and depression, but for me, like, Misplaced Childhood connected with me more on a personal level. But please let me know what your thoughts are on this record, on Fish, on Marillion, on really anything you like. There's a wealth of takes that I think I put out there on this record, so you know, feel free and contest any one of them. But I really enjoyed my time here today. I hope you did as well. Thank you once again to Daniel for the album request. If you yourself would like to request an album reaction, you can do so by using the first link in the description box below, or you can scan this handy dandy QR code on the screen. That is the best way to support my channel. But thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.